Good morning, everyone. By the way, my name is Angelica, and right now I'm going to make a video discussion about good governance.
The four principles of business ethics: honesty, integrity, respect, professionalism.
Willing siyang magtrabaho ng libre dahil volunteer nga, walang bayad eh. May puso siya para doon sa pinatatayong proyekto.
Being a disaster risk reduction council, dito kami kahit isang kaming barangay, hindi lang kami tumutulong sa isang barangay, Sinishare po namin ang mga knowledge sa regarding sa mga rescue program.
Somebody who takes time to get involved in what is happening in the community where he lives or he or she lives. Sila ay nakikialam kung paano ang mabuting pagpaplano, mabuting pamamalakad, o nagsasabi sila kung paano sila makakatulong.
Let's say there's a problem in the community, like in my village or my barangay, that I won't wait for someone else I won't wait for my barangay captain or the community leaders to do something about the problem, but I myself will talk to my friends, talk to my family, and then talk to the leaders of the community to engage them and see what we can do to solve the problem.
Alam ang civic duties, walang illegal fishing, walang illegal mining, very green. Actually, yun ang good citizen para sa akin.
Be honest in all communications and actions. Ethical executives are above all worthy of trust, and honesty is the cornerstone of trust. They are not only truthful, they are candid and forthright.
Created using Powtoon.
Integrity. A person with integrity demonstrates sound moral and ethical principles and does the right thing, no matter who's watching. Integrity is the foundation on which co-workers build relationships and trust, and it is one of the fundamental values that employers seek in the employees that they have.
Ben, we need to talk about you being late. Since we last talked, you have been late 2 more times. On July 17, you were 35 minutes late. Then today you were 20 minutes late. What's going on?
I know. I should be on time. Trust me, it won't happen again.
I'm glad to hear you want to correct the problem, but we have talked about this before. So I'd like to take a closer look at this. What's actually causing you to be late?
Well, the train has been running late lately.
I see. So it's the train causing you to be so late?
Yeah. Well, kind of. Actually, it's really more like my car is epic fail which forces me to catch the train. You see, the problem with my car is that it takes a while to start up. My mechanic was supposed to fix it last week, but he got busy so didn't get around to it. Anyway, he should be able to look at it next weekend. Just give me a little more time, okay? He's really great with cars and I'm sure he'll get it all fixed up by then.
Car trouble is no fun. And I'm guessing you don't like having a car that won't start any more than you like being late to work. Is that right? Still, you did make a commitment to me last week that you would be at work on time every day. What can you do to make sure that happens from now on?
Wow, I don't know. It's not really that big of a deal though, you know. I've only been late once or twice a week, and I'm not very late, just a few minutes or so. Besides, when I'm late, I usually work back to catch up.
Well, you're right. It's good that you stay back to make up on being late. However, I don't think it's fair that we expect everyone to act with integrity and turn up on time, while you come late yourself. If everyone started turning late to work, we will no longer have a disciplined team of people who act with integrity. Act with integrity is the foundation of eWeb's core values. If we don't have that, we have no chance of running a successful company. Do you see that?
Yeah, I guess so.
Good. Then what can you do to make sure you are on time from now on?
Well, like I said, my mechanic is going to take a look at the car next week. I'm sure he'll get it fixed then, so you won't have to worry anymore.
I hope he can fix it for you, Ben. But what about until that happens?
I don't know. I guess I'll just have to pray that the car starts up between now and then.
I was hoping that we could come up with a plan that relied on something a little more in your control.
Well, what do you think I should do then?
I don't know, Ben. This is not my problem. I think you are in a better position to think up ways to get yourself to work on time than I am. You know your situation better. Surely you can come up with a solution for the interim until your car is fixed. What do you think?
Well, I guess there's always public transport. Although I doubt any buses stop near my place.
Good idea. A few buses stop right in front of the forum, so that may be just the answer. Okay, what if that doesn't work?
Well, I don't know. I'll just have to hope it does. Okay, well, if worst comes to worst, I guess I could catch a ride with someone else. Either that or maybe I can work something out with my brother.
Good. It sounds like you have several options to explore. Ben, I'm sure you'll be able to select the one that will work best for you. Just to summarize then, you will follow up next week with your mechanic about getting your car fixed. In the meantime, you will either use the bus to get to work on time, or you will work out getting a ride with someone else, maybe your bro. Ben, because we've already talked about this issue a couple of times, this discussion will constitute a formal oral warning. An oral warning is the first step in our corrective action process. I will write a brief summary of our conversation. I will email you a copy and also put it in the learning log as a negative. Assuming that you are able to get to work on time from now on, we won't need to discuss this again. After 6 months, I will change the learning log entry back to neutral. However, if the problem persists, I will have to take further corrective action, a written warning. Ben, I'm confident that you will be able to manage your transportation to work from now on. If the options that you're looking at don't pan out for you, let me know and we can discuss and see what plans you can come up with, okay? In fact, why don't we just meet in a few days' time to check on your progress?
Okay, sounds good.
How about we catch up this coming Friday at 3 p.m.?
Yes, I'm free then.
Great. I'll be anxious to hear how you're able to solve this problem, Ben.
Ethics and respect go hand in hand. An ethical business demonstrates respect for its employees by valuing opinions and treating each employee as an equal. The business shows respect for its customers by listening to feedback and assessing needs. An ethical business respects its vendors, paying on time and utilizing fair buying practices. And an ethical business respects its community by being environmentally responsible, showing concern and giving back as it sees fit.
Respect is quite the word, isn't it? It's in articles, employment manuals, and even the chorus of one of the world's most iconic songs. But what does it actually mean in the workplace? And why does it matter? Many teams don't fully understand the ramifications of a disrespectful work environment. Not only does it put the company and individuals at risk for sexual harassment and workplace harassment lawsuits, but numerous studies show that disrespectful work environments lead to a disengaged, unhappy workforce. In fact, a recent Gallup poll estimates that in the U.S. alone, employers spend more than $300 billion annually due to disengaged employees. A respectful workplace fosters security, appreciation, and efficiency. And when it comes to sexual harassment, a truly respectful workplace is significantly less likely to have problems with inappropriate behaviors. When the tone of your office is professional and respectful, employees are much more likely to keep crude jokes to themselves. A respectful workplace doesn't just happen, it's built carefully by everyone from upper management to the newest employee. Respect can't be a program or project, it's a way of life at work. To begin with, I recommend creating a respect initiative. This can be a simple document that outlines the expectation of respectful behavior. The respect initiative should define respect and outline the types of behaviors embraced by the organization. These can include demonstrating appreciation, encouraging open dialogues, and having respectful conversations and disagreements, as well as the inclusion of everyone in the work process. You should also choose to include behaviors that will not be tolerated, such as shutting down others' ideas or any type of harassment or put-downs. Make it clear that everyone in the office contributes and everyone should be treated with respect. Supervisors and managers can also make respect a hiring variable. When considering a new employee, is he or she respectful to everyone in the office? Pay attention to how an interviewee treats anyone who might be perceived to have a less significant job. This stuff matters. A potential hire who snubs the receptionist will continue to be a jerk after he or she is hired. You can even ask a few questions about respect at work, using scenario-based questions about sexual harassment or sharing of ideas. This does two things. It makes it clear from the very beginning that your business does not tolerate disrespectful or harassing behavior, and these questions help weed out those who might add tension or discord to your workplace. If your organization has the opportunity, it's worthwhile to add a culture champion to the team. This person's job would be to promote a healthy and respectful workplace culture. The culture champion can also be someone who counsels employees on harassment situations or other negative company interactions. Having a trained professional handle these situations skillfully can be invaluable to an organization. Part of a respectful culture is keeping all interactions elevated and productive. No one should have to tolerate name-calling or insults while at work, even if there is a disagreement. These types of interactions open the door to sexual harassment and workplace harassment if they are allowed to continue. If this is an issue at your workplace, seek out training on how to positively disagree and resolve an argument. Managers should be trained to step in before situations get heated. giving everyone time and space to cool down. Then reconvene and sort things out respectfully. You can also provide employees with a list of respectful phrases to try out. Yes, this does seem a bit elementary, but you'll be surprised how much it can help. In addition to respectful disagreement and language, respect is fostered through support. Remember to show your colleagues how much you appreciate their efforts. Taking the time to recognize another person's contributions improves team morale and your work environment. Managers can also create opportunities for employees to support each other. Creating team-oriented projects or sharing personal achievements with permission, of course, can connect a team and bring everyone together. And finally, make respect part of your performance evaluations. When everyone on the team knows respect is part of the evaluation process, they'll know the company is serious about creating a respectful workplace. And if you have a respect issue, address it immediately. Remember, when it comes to a respectful workplace, tackling any problems head-on will limit how much it impacts everyone on your team.
Professionalism. Ethical behavior is good for business and involves demonstrating respect for key moral principles that include honesty, fairness, equality, dignity, diversity, and individual rights. The full definition of professionalism is the conduct, aims, or qualities that characterize or mark as a professional or professional person.
Good morning, grade 11s. Today's topic is on professionalism and ethics, which falls into a paper 2 and is about business roles. This picture here is really just to give you some thought. How many of us download music or videos and we think, that's fine, we're not actually hurting anyone, and it's kind of free, why should I have to pay for it? So this topic is really going to go deeper into, is it ethical to download music that you should be paying for? Or when you ask your mom or dad to bring home an extra piece of colored cardboard because you know that they've got lots at work, is that ethical? Is that the right thing to do? So we're really going to start off by looking at what professionalism is. So professionalism is really about the way people behave. Right. If you think in the classroom, you have a number of different teachers, and you might think that one teacher is more professional than another. And you'll think this because of the way that they dress, the way they carry themselves. They're always on time. They return your tests and they give you proper feedback. Or when they give you worksheets, they typed out nice and neatly. So you get a sense that their behavior shows that they are competent and that they have the skills to do their job. So professionalism refers to the competent and skillful behavior expected of a professional person. It includes taking pride in your actions and never compromising your standards, never dropping your standards. Professionalism is an attitude towards what you do and towards the people around you. I always say to my students that they are professional students, and when they submit work to me, it needs to show in the work that they have done. Right, there are 5 principles of professionalism. The first one is respect. And we've all heard this word. It's about honoring the commitment that you have made to your employer or your customers. Quality assurance. This is the care about the quality of your work before submitting it. So do you ever proofread your own work before you submit it? Being proactive. You anticipate certain needs and problems, and therefore you save the employer and the customer time and money by being proactive and stopping things that could get out of hand. The fourth one is your responsiveness. So how quickly do you respond to a request by a customer or a client? And lastly, timeliness. That means meeting your deadlines by completing the assignments before they are due. Now, according to our exam guidelines, the 5 principles of professionalism that you need to know are these ones. Competency. So what does competency mean? It's employees applying their knowledge and skills in the interests of society and the environment. Integrity. Employees work with integrity, honesty, and according to the law and generally accepted norms of that professional conduct. Respect. Employees respect the dignity and rights of everyone around them. Objectivity. Employees remain objective and act in a way that is fair and just to all without showing any bias or favor. Confidentiality. Employees do not divulge any details of the business or their clients to others or use confidential information for their very own benefit. And I'm going to stop here because that really just gives us a good idea about what professionalism is. Remember, it is the way that one behaves within your chosen career path.